Good evening, everyone. Jose J. Garcia, real estate investor, coach, and mentor. So we got another Tuesday. Let's do deals, the best off-market deals. Anybody that has a deal to pitch, you're welcome to bring it on here. Send us an email if you want to be part of the actual pitch. We can bring you on Zoom versus just Instagram, and you can pitch your deal. That could be a mobile home. It could be one that needs to be moved, so where it's located. It could be on land. Bring me land packages. I love those. Working on two of those right now as we speak. And of course, mobile home parks, which we also specialize in. But all in all, glad to be here on another Tuesday. We're going to jump into a few deals, and I want to do a couple breakdowns today. We haven't done those in a while, and I think we're starting to get a lot of the questions again of how much does it take to rehab a mobile home, how much work does it need, kind of the whole list of. I can tell you this. I can tell you this now is right now it is the best time to buy material. I mean, all the material, and I mean, you can go to Home Depot, Lowe's, straight from the website and find some of the prices. Everything is down. I mean, lumber it is an all-time. I think it's cheaper than when I first started investing. So, lumber, plumbing. I mean, even sheetrock. I mean, everything you need for the mobile home in itself. I mean, we're just seeing the prices are definitely a lot lower than normal. So that's a beautiful thing. That's a great thing because it leads for more revenue. Okay, when it's time to sell, the less money you have into the mobile home, the better your returns are going to be. Simple math, right? So we're going to do that. But I'm going to break those down a couple, and I am going to turn the camera over here in a second to Instagram. So let me go ahead and share my screen, and I want to show you out. Now, if you are new to this call, we do this every Tuesday, 7 p.m. EST time. You can bring your deals. You can come in and just listen in. A lot of times this does convert into a coaching call. That's what I do. I mentor and coach people. So it is likely I may just start rumbling on. Okay. Start giving you tips, nuggets, whatever we're working on. But okay. So go ahead and first page, if you don't have the spreadsheet, send us an email. I say that every Tuesday. Send us an email. I am not going to go through every one of these tabs with you. That's not happening. That would take us hours. We're here till midnight. So, but you can take your time. You can review these homes at your own pace. Every time you open a spreadsheet, you are seeing the latest and the greatest because everything saves automatically. Every 5 seconds, I think this thing is updating. So you're getting the latest deals. Do not wait until Tuesdays to see what we have in store as well. Jay, do you have inventory in this area? You said you would have it last week, but I didn't see you upload. Yes, because we don't upload just on Tuesdays. We upload on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every day of the week. So if you're only seeing this on Tuesday, it is likely I or one of our team agents have uploaded on a Wednesday, on a Thursday. Come next Tuesday, the home's already sold over the weekend. So you missed out. Check this page at least once a day. Okay. I can't get in Zoom. TJ, there is no Zoom. You haven't been here in a while. I can see. Glad to see you on here for sure. Awesome. But no, there hasn't been a Zoom in a while. So hang on a second. All right. So it's just live on Instagram. So as usual, the top right corner of the sheet that you see are the latest deals that we have available. You can check those out. We also list on here as the next event coming up, which will be on the top left corner. That's going to be March 11th, which we're going to talk about that here in a few minutes as well. Most of you who follow us on social media have seen that we're getting ready to start doing more Airbnbs with campers, fifth wheels, and that sort of thing. So that's what we're currently working on as well. Okay, we are still buying more campers, by the way. I think we need about 6 more in that one community that we're working on, but there will be an Airbnb event coming up as well. So stay tuned for that also. Fun fact when you do these, I haven't done this in a while, but the best investment strategy is quick flips. They have the least responsibility. That's not a fact. That's an opinion. Okay. You take away the risk, you take away the reward. That's the way it works. Now, you have to be educated and make decisions based on your best knowledge and or run it by your coach, mentor, or somebody who's out there doing it. But you never take away the risk because there is no opportunity. Higher of one, higher of the other. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to jump onto the first deal. I want to break down for you numbers, and these two just came in. Again, if you've seen a lot of these deals that we put up immediately go down, it could be that investors are getting it, or it could be that my contractors need some work. I keep my contractors steady busy. I don't want them to go anywhere else, so therefore I find them work, and it's just as simple as going to the spreadsheet, which, yes, I invest directly out of the same sheet that all of you do as well. Single wide. This one is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath in Macon, Georgia, Central Georgia. ARV after Repair Valley means move-in ready. You're looking at around 19,000. Rental rate in this area we're seeing around 725. That's for the bedroom and obviously the size of the home. Lot rent in the same community is 375, which does include water. Okay, that's a plus to any resident. Asking is 6,500 as is. So I want to break this down because of how simple, quick the rehab will be. And we had one, I don't think it's still listed on here. Let me see real quick because I want y'all to, let's see, making number 13. I think it's the number. I'm not going to spend all day looking for that one there, but let me see, making, it is on here. Okay. I'll go to that one in a minute. So anyway, quick rehab. When I think about doing a rehab, it's, the three biggest expenses, which also are the ones that take the longest, are all plumbing, all electrical, and all roofing. If I have to do those three, the numbers add up real quick, and it takes a long time for my contractors to do the rehab. And when I say a long time, I am talking maybe a couple extra weeks, but still, that's, we like to come in and get these things done and out of there quickly. This one here, as you can see, a 2-bedroom, 1-bath is the equivalent of what I say. It's a cleanup job. There is nothing major going on here. There is no electrical. There is no plumbing. There is no roofing issues. It is as simple as come in, clean it up, get rid of all the junk that's left behind from the previous tenant, and do some TLC and be out of there. Tender love and care. That's what that means. I thought everybody knew what TLC means, but some people don't apparently. So TLC, okay? So good example of that. Now, when I'm looking at this mobile home here, I'm looking at the numbers. Numbers make sense. The mobile home follows behind it, not the other way around. Okay, I never fall in love with a product, and neither should you. If I'm seeing an ARV, which is an estimated resale value of 19,000, and I'm seeing that the home is being sold for 6,500, how much estimate would I put down for the rehab, the labor, the holding, the utilities, etc.? All those numbers put together, I would say on this one here, you should be no more than probably 15 to 2,000 tops, and that includes the pressure wash on the outside. Mobile homes with vinyl siding look great unless they're dirty. Or when they're this dirty, I mean, it just looks like a disgusting home. But you come in and you pressure wash this home, fix some of that skirting, and I mean, it looks as good as new. So you can't beat that as well. So, but again, do the math and see. No deal is the same. No investment is the same. So if you see 6,500 plus, let's say 2,000, you're all in at $8,500. Okay, estimate number. 8,500. If you do that on an ROI calculator at returns of 19,000, what is your return on your investments? That's how you have to figure these numbers out. Some of you may be in for the long run, and maybe you want to do a lease option. Maybe you want to be a rental. That's plenty fine. Great area for rentals. Don't forget, if you do a lease option or create a note or do some special financing quotations, you are the bank, right? That being said, is the number that you see on the corner, 725 monthly. That is an average. That's an average rental in the area. If I'm going to do a lease option, I'm not going to charge 725. You're looking more 775, maybe 800 a month, because now I'm giving an opportunity to someone to come in and buy their home. I'm financing for them. All right. So that's what we got on that one there. The next one I wanted to do was Griffin 45. And I'm pointing these out because these are not going to last. These are the homes I like to rehab as many as we can, as quickly as we can. And some of these, when I see them sitting, it just makes no sense to me. Some of you are waiting for the quotations perfect investment, which is no such thing for one. But where is 45? I think it's in the bottom. Here's another one. And I mean, everything looks scary when you're looking at it for the first time. That's another thing, is if you're looking at these mobile homes and you see them all distressed, beat up, and I mean, this is what makes them a deal, by the way. If I show you a move-in ready mobile home, yes, it looks livable, presentable, and oh, I kind of like it a little better, but you're not going to like the returns. There's no money to be made as an investor. I can sell you a move-in ready 3-2 in the same community, as a matter of fact, which we're selling for around $23,000 to $25,000. What are you going to do with that? There's nothing for an investor to come in and say 25 is a quarter of $100,000. Then what? Rent it for 5 years before you make your money. That's not the way you go about it. So you have to find them in this level. Here is another one: 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single wide. Okay, my favorite, metal on metal. So you can see on here, and again, look at that electrical. Everything is there. It checks out. That's what I want to see. If you're looking at the ceiling, because that's where you should be focusing on. I can't see the roof from the outside because of the way the mobile home is sitting. Well, that's fine. Get on the inside and look up. All you have to do is look up, and it does not take long when a mobile home leaks to see there's a spot here, there's a leak there, and you just kind of adding up. But as you can see in this one mobile home here, and again, you can do this on your own time. Look at the spreadsheet. You're going to see that there is no real damage on there. 4 pictures in the back. Hang on one second. I'm gonna get this stuff. I will be linking Instagram to Zoom or spreadsheet very soon because I'm tired of holding my phone. So I'm giving you a gist of an idea. That's what this call is for. It's adding value to you, breaking this down, making it as most simple as I possibly can. But again, I'm looking at the pictures on here, and I mean, there's no real damage. You know, Cosmetics. Look at the ceiling. That's what I want to see. A nice ceiling without no black spots or purple spots, which means it's been trapped in water. Outside, it's all metal on metal. Okay. And it is a 3-2, by the way. So again, when you think about adding value and obviously which ones can bring me the most returns on my investment, it's always going to be a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single wide. Double wides are great homes. We're actually invested in quite a few here lately as well. But a quick reminder to that is that, double wides are 2 single wides put together. Triple wides are 3 single wides put together. And then it keeps going. Okay. Somebody sent us an office, I think a week ago, it was 8 single wides. It was an 8. I mean, it was massive, and it was a classroom. They were using it for some type of like storage in classrooms and that sort of thing. So, but anyway, when I think of double wides, and I don't get into triple wides. I've never invested in one. I don't see me doing it now. A double wide is 2 single wides put together, which many times it can mean double the rehab, double the labor, double the holding, double of everything, but it does not always mean double the return on the investments. So that's one thing you have to kind of keep in mind is that if I'm sitting here spending more and more onto something and it's not really bringing me higher returns, then you have an issue, right? Let me see. So, all right. Far as this one, let's do a few little numbers on it real quick. So, as you're looking on the inside, like I said, electrical, there's nothing wrong with that. Brand new panel. I still don't know why they put those massive panels in mobile homes. You can put a smaller one, but whatever, that works. Maybe you're going to use tons of extra breakers, okay? Which you do end up putting extra breakers if you bring another stove, maybe your dishwasher, that sort of thing. So you start adding into the panel. But anyway, I look into this living room slash kitchen. All right. And I know it's small on here to see. But again, everything I do always starts from the top to the bottom. If I see no damage on the ceiling, and I love painting ceilings, there's something about this one doesn't need it, but there's something about when you paint them, it just opens up the home. It makes it look bigger, spacious, clean. Well, we've been into many more homes we invest in that had smokers before it, that sort of thing, and it's just like it was nasty yellow tint type. So we come in, clean these up, paint them, makes it a get really good upgrade look. The I'm not too crazy about the color of the walls, but that is more of a natural wood color. So sometimes we do paint them. If you paint them, you got to prime them. So now you're doing double the work in the paint to be able to not let the wood stick out. But that's an option. I don't see anything damages there. Me, myself, and I leave it alone. Okay, leave it alone is what it is. Okay, don't fix what's not broken, and don't forget about comparables. Okay, if the mobile home beside it, in front of it, behind it, etc., looks a certain way, your home should be to those standards to a certain extent. Okay, we don't take shortcuts, and of course, we do fix what's broken, but we never go above and beyond because the comparables do not allow it. Okay, carpet, yuck. I don't like carpet. We remove that. We do not replace with carpet ever again. I mean, carpet is just nasty. Most tenant residents, they have dogs, cats, and I mean, you can say you have the perfect pet, they will pee on your carpet sooner or later. Okay. And it stays, it smells. I mean, just I can keep going on that. But we replace the carpet for sure and replace it with vinyl. Vinyl right now, we just got through buying 2,600 square footage, I think about an hour ago, from a Home Depot. And right now we've got it for 48 cents a square foot. So again, you do the math. We're doing an entire mobile home out of that flooring. And obviously the look is going to look phenomenal, brand new flooring, if you will. And I mean, I think total plus other stuff we got was over $600. So, you can do all this math just as simple as coming in and measuring. Let me go to the next one. Quick example. Now that's a decently new vanity, so I'm not going to change that. But if I needed a new vanity for this, okay, you're looking at $100. If I look at that toilet, it's past due, okay, and I want to replace it, that's another $100. So you see how you start adding this up, and a lot of this can seem very overwhelming, like, oh, there's so much stuff to add up. Do it room by room. Don't think of the entire mobile home. If I was going to rehab nothing more than this bathroom, what would I need in here? Okay, well, like I just said, if it was a vanity and a toilet, you're talking about a couple $100 there. The tub, there's nothing wrong with it, but that vinyl is obviously cracking. It's all yuck. I would say replace that. You're looking at maybe $50, $60 worth of vinyl at most, and you're going to have quite a bit available left behind as well. If I paint the walls on here, which there are some scripts on there right beside where the mirror once used to be, you can paint that as well. And again, we get 5-gallon buckets or 2-gallon buckets, just depends what we can get at a bulk. So think of that as well, as we never buy one and done. It is always, all my projects look the same. If you go to my mobile homes, you'll see that yes, they're different year, make, models, but this one looks a lot like the other one we were just in. Yeah, because I use the same material. Whatever we have left over from number one, we take the number two and to number three, and you see how you keep on going. Okay, you buy in bulk, you get them at a much bigger discount. Doors, okay, we are struggling with an exterior door at this time to find one, which we have already located finally, but that's one thing that you have to kind of keep in mind. Mobile homes like this year, make, and model that you're looking at, doors, cabinets, showers, etc. There's a few things that you cannot just go to your local home improvement store and say, give me one of those. If you do, it's not going to fit. Mobile homes that I always say, I think people were smaller back in the 70s, 80s, maybe. So therefore doors were smaller. It could just been a space thing. But so you got to kind of keep that in mind as well. Doors, many times you just have to be creative. I have taken many simple doors that we get for $20, $30 discounts at Home Depot, and we trim an inch from every corner. You may have to realign the door up some, but there you go. You trim an inch from the left side, the right side, that's 2 inches gone. You do the same top and bottom. Guess what? Now the door fits. If I go to anything special is going to be more. So if I go to a mobile home store, they're talking about $100 per door. That's not happening. Okay, definitely not going to happen. So, and I can keep going. But let me go to the next picture real quick. Again, ceiling walls, I'm doing nothing to those walls. And I mean, you would just be shocked as to how clean this room will look like if you get rid of those mattresses and you put brand new vinyl. Maybe put some trim around in the bottom to cover that vinyl in the corners, make sure it fits accordingly, and it looks like a beautiful room. Okay. And that's all you're doing. It's making them livable, presentable, and that is what you're doing. So numbers all in all in this mobile home on here is, I would say, probably another 2,500, give or take, just based on the average numbers that I'm using, of course, and based on the rehab that I see that it needs. So, and look, I had a couple investors call me yesterday, and they were talking about some of the numbers are lower than what they're getting. That's common. I cannot answer for your investors. I'm sorry, for your contractors. Every contractor is different, but you have to have a ballpark as to what you're willing to pay. So some of this is you having to be obviously the experience to know what you can and can't pay. If you are getting a contractor that all they work on is in commercial or houses, stick built, duplexes, that sort of thing, they're going to charge you more from the get-go. But also, their rehab is not something that we do on mobile homes. Again, comparables. I'm not going to come into this mobile home and put all kinds of marble countertops, brand new cabinets, and all kinds of flooring, because it's not what we're doing. That's not the rehab we are doing. Okay. It just, again, in the market that takes that, by the way. There are some mobile homes that are on a piece of land. That's what we call the land packages. Those we would definitely go all out. Why? We're most likely converting those into real property, which you can do, and then the mobile homes actually appreciate versus depreciate. And again, they're considered more like real estate. So I hope that helps. That small breakdown. This call is recorded as well. And look, don't let it overwhelm you. On a lot of these times, a lot of these mobile homes, if you're letting this one here that I'm showing you now overwhelm you, I mean, I wish that all the mobile homes looked this way when I got started. When I got started, I mean, you could see through the walls, through the floors. I mean, you could even walk on the floors. There was so much rehab to be done. But again, one step at a time. That's all I can say to that one. Okay. All right. Let me talk about one announcement real quick. Just turn this camera back around. All right. Stop sharing here on Instagram. I think I took my camera off. What was up with that? There we go. Awesome. Okay. All right. So, stuff like this we talk about, we break down. Some of you are thinking, well, I'm not in the area to go out and invest. I can't go see the mobile homes, etc. You can do everything that I just showed you virtually. We do this every day. And, I've had a lot of people invest from New York, from California, from Washington, from other states. And it's because, again, we can break down specifics. We always like to have boots on the ground, somebody who can do maybe final walkthrough or look over the contractors, which we use Zoom, video, pictures, etc. But it's like, everything we do at one point, keep thinking in your mind, you can't keep rushing. Every time there is a mobile home potentially for sale, you can't run to it. I got to go look at it. I got to drive 3 hours. I don't leave my office unless I'm going to look at 15, 20 mobile homes in one trip. That's multiple stops, maybe. That's fine. But it's because, I can ask for detailed pictures and I can tell enough on there plus the numbers. Don't forget that. Before you go look at any mobile home is do the numbers check out. If somebody's asking you for 15,000 for a mobile home that you know or have an idea that you can pay around 2,500 or 3,000, there is no reason to go and look at it. Okay, 15,000, they're not going to come down to your 3,000. Make that into a negotiable standpoint where maybe y'all are at least in the same ballpark, and then go out and look at it. But all my numbers have to make sense first. Okay, ARV, after repair value. Okay, how much rehab do I think estimates? Okay, that's an idea. And for some of you that are new, I would suggest get 3 to 5 contractors to give you estimates. Can't just go with one. You can't just trust number one and think that you found the perfect contractor on your first mobile home, on your first deal. It doesn't work that way. Let me tell you that otherwise. It don't work that way. Okay. So March 11th down in Tampa, Florida, we're going to have an event similar to this, but it's going to be more specific on creating passive income through mobile home investing. Some of you are thinking about flipping and wholesaling. All that is fine. But I always tell you is to be diversified with mobile home investing. Okay, you can be a wholesaler, you can be a bird dog, which is a connector, you can do rentals, lease options. Okay, you can do creative financing, notes, you can flip them, you can move them, Section 8s, veteran assistance, elderly housing. Look, the list goes on. All these methods we're doing right now, and so should you. I know a lot of investors, all they do is wholesale. That's so much limitation in that. When they say all I do is wholesale, no, I don't do flips, I don't do rentals. Wholesale means you come in and you take a mobile home, in this case, and you lock it up under agreement for X amount of number. Hopefully it's very low so that you can turn around, mark it up, and assign the agreement. That's all you are. You are the middleman. But what happens when you get paid? That's it. Now you got to go find another one and another one. What happens when you get sick, when you don't want to work a week, when something happens, life happens, right? You got to create passive income that's steady coming in. We, on average, keep a portfolio of 100 mobile homes that are steady, whether it's a mixture between rentals, lease options, or RTOs, rent to owns. And those are monthly income, passive. 100 mobile homes producing X amount equal how much a month. If I decide for an entire month, I don't want to work this month, which is not going to happen. But I don't want to do wholesales. I don't want to transport any mobile homes. I don't want to do all these connections, etc. All those are bonuses. I know that the passive income, security, still right around the corner. That's what you got to create. And that's what March 11th is about, is I want to teach people how to create passive income and not just one and done. So many strategies, and we're steady, always looking for more and more. Okay. I hope this coaching / deals presentations help you tonight. I know we have quite a few people asking us. Coaching, I'm not doing individual coaching. Not at this time. We got so many things happening. Everything is in a group setting. March 11th, if you cannot attend with us down in Tampa, Florida in person, it will be an option where you can do virtual as well. Limited seats, definitely. If you're going to be in person, we're thinking around 25 people is the max we're going to fit into the studio. So, and I mean, just like I presented on here, the deals, I'm going to use the massive screen to zoom into places and show you. If I was buying this mobile home for the first time, obviously looking at it for the first time, here is what I will look for. Okay. So definitely sign up for that. On the chat box, I've already put the link, I think, to that in Garcia@mhu.com. You can check it out on there as well. So, all right, I got 2 calls back to back. So that's going to do it for now. Saturday morning, I got a special call for y'all. Saturday morning, okay, it's going to be liabilities versus assets and what I went off and done. So stay tuned for Saturday morning, 10 a.m. live on here on Instagram. It'll be a fun one. Okay, so all right, that does it for this evening. Email us any questions, j@garciamhu.com. Visit our website, garciamhu.com. Thank you for watching.